As the drone rises over the southern coast of Negros Oriental, we're looking down at Tambobo Bay, near the municipality of Siaton, on the island of Negros in the central Philippines. At first glance, it feels quiet, almost forgotten, but this small, curved inlet has earned a reputation far beyond its sleepy shoreline. Tambobo Bay is one of the Philippines' best-known natural typhoon shelters for international cruising yachts. And that's not just a poetic phrase. It's geography doing its job. The Philippines sits directly in the Western Pacific typhoon belt. On average, around 20 tropical cyclones enter the Philippine area of responsibility every year, with several making landfall. For sailors crossing from Indonesia, Malaysia, or further west, finding a safe anchorage during typhoon season isn't optional. It's survival planning. Tambobo Bay offers protection on three sides. The narrow entrance reduces wave energy. The surrounding hills blunt the force of high winds. During major storms, yachts here have ridden out typhoons with significantly less damage than vessels exposed along open coasts. Over the years, this bay has quietly become a seasonal refuge for international cruisers. Boats flying flags from Australia, Europe, North America, and Asia drop anchor here between June and November, waiting out the worst of the storm season. From above, you can often see a scattered fleet of foreign yachts sitting calmly on moorings, their masts rising above the mangroves like a temporary forest of aluminium and rigging. This isn't a marina in the polished, Mediterranean sense. There are no glossy boardwalks or luxury facilities. Tambobo operates more on trust, community, and local arrangements. Moorings are often managed informally. Supplies are basic, repairs are practical rather than pretty. And that roughness is part of the story. Below the drone, along the shoreline, sits the local fishing port. Small outrigger boats, bankers, move in and out of the bay daily. Fishing remains one of the primary livelihoods here. Early mornings bring the smell of salt, diesel, and freshly hauled nets. The economy is modest, and it shows. The town itself is not wealthy. Infrastructure is limited. Buildings are weathered by salt air and sun. Concrete cracks, corrugated roofing rusts. Paint fades faster than budgets allow it to be replaced. It's not curated for tourism. It's real. We drift toward the shallows, you can spot something else, the skeletal remains of boats that didn't quite survive their stories. A couple of half-sunken hulls lie tilted in the water, slowly surrendering to time and tide. Their histories aren't clearly documented. Some say storm damage, others mention financial trouble, mechanical failure, or simple abandonment. In maritime communities, not every ending is tidy. Boats are expensive to maintain. When owners move on, disappear, or run out of funds, vessels can become permanent residents of the bay. The tropics are unforgiving. Without maintenance, wood rots, fiberglass delaminates, metal corrodes. What you're seeing here is the quiet afterlife of seafaring ambition. And then there's the jetty. Stretching out into the water like a dare is a bamboo structure that can generously be described as functional. It sways slightly with each step. The lashings are practical, not engineered. From above, it looks charming. Up close, it feels committed to testing your balance. Precarious at best is a polite assessment. But that jetty matters. It connects anchored yachts to shore. It connects fishermen to buyers. It connects a global sailing community to a small Filipino coastal settlement. Tambobo Bay exists in a strange space between international and local. During typhoon season, you might hear German, Australian, French, and American accents drifting over the water. Sailors share weather forecasts, barometer readings, and storm strategies. They swap stories of crossings and repairs. Meanwhile, local children paddle past in small boats, perfectly at home in waters that foreign sailors study obsessively. The bay is not glamorous. It is strategic, it is resilient, and it reflects a larger truth about cruising life in Southeast Asia. Beauty and hardship coexist. Natural protection comes without polish. Safety comes without luxury. From this height, the water looks calm. But every anchored yacht here represents a calculation of wind direction, storm frequency, anchor holding, and escape routes. Tambobo Bay has earned trust through experience. Boats have survived here that might not have elsewhere. As the drone pulls back and the entire curve of the bay comes into view, the contrast becomes clear. Lush green hills cradle modest homes. Fishing boats share water with ocean-crossing yachts. Abandoned hulls sit not far from vessels preparing for their next 1,000-mile passage. It's not a postcard. It's a working harbor, a refuge, a compromise between nature's violence and human persistence. Tambobo Bay doesn't pretend to be anything it's not. And maybe that's exactly why sailors keep coming back.